From here, all I'm going to do is, as he cuts, I'm going to move backwards a little bit and just raise the sword up so the point's in the air. Notice that my sword is completely on the left-hand side of my body. Okay, so I've closed a door, essentially. What's this guard called? Tutta, porto di ferro, full iron door. Okay, it's made of iron, it's like a door. Close it. Okay, so the reason I move backwards slightly is because I want to give myself enough space to be able to easily thrust him. If I stay in the same place and just stick the sword in the way, you'll find that you're very, very close to be able to get the point into the person. And remember that you're, in this situation, wanting him to attack you so that you can get the incrusada or get the bind, and from the bind, stab him and finish the fight. Okay? So you want to, as you're defending, get to the right place and the correct distance to make the thrust. You could, additionally, as the person cuts in, actually move offline slightly. And some people advocate this. Generally speaking, it's a good thing if you can do it, but as I mentioned before, foot movement is generally speaking slower than hand or sword movement. Okay, so let's practice the most basic version of this, and that is just moving backwards a little bit because it's simpler. Okay, so cut comes in, you raise the sword up and cross. Now notice the blades are crossed approximately middle of blade on middle of blade. Okay, you never ever want to be crossing so that his blow is hitting the foible or the weak of your blade, because your sword bind will just collapse. You can defend with the strong. The only danger with the defending very near the guard is if you get it wrong, you'll get a sword in the hand, which might disable you. Okay? So a safe, happy medium is to defend with the middle of the blade. If we look at later treatises, the general rule is to defend with the strong of the blade, but that's because you've got a developed hand guard. If you've got a medieval hand guard, the general rule is to defend with the middle of the blade. Okay? So, person cuts, you slide backwards a little bit, cross, and from there I've now got the opening to the centre line here, okay, because his blade is trapped to the outside, and from here I now extend my arms forward, put the point into the face. Don't actually put the point into the person's face, put it to the side of their face, but know that you could stick it in their face if you wanted to, and then come back again to where you were and move out of distance. Okay, so that's the complete technique. So, person cuts, I defend, I stab them in the head, I keep covered as I come back and I move out. Okay? One thing to watch out for when you make that thrust. Cut comes in, cross here. Do not bring the point down to there, because what I've now done is moved my foible or my weak to his strong, and I'm never going to get the thrust in. It's important that from this bind, I move my strong over the top of his sword. Okay, so I maintain a strong bind, and I keep the back end of my weapon angled outwards, so it's like a snowplow or a cattle thing, ploughing into the opponent and pushing his blade outwards as it goes in. Okay, good, carry on.